And we're live.
How's it going?
There we go. It's going pretty good. You know what? We're live, and I have to say that the signal has not gone out to people yet.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Right on. This is kind of making me upset because then my dang old laptop sitting here that lets me see the quality is not even... What the hell, Internet?
That's pretty cool. I can see it. I've got it.
Cool. Yeah, the intro goes by really quick.
How's it going?
Hey, Colosso. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the Dukes of Geekdom.
Ta-da!
All right, I think everything's in place, man.
Alright. So what's up? How's it going?
Pretty good. Did you snag your tickets for Dragon Ball Z yet?
Shnikes. No.
Yeah, because we're going on
that.
Let's see. We have our tickets for August 8th at 11 a.m.
I'll have to snag some then. What day is that? Friday?
It's Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Yep.
That's a perfect day. Let me check.
Hey, happy guy. How's it going, man? All right. So I guess we could just, hit the floor running. Anything geeky happen this week that you could think of?
Not a whole lot. A lot of pictures being shown on the web of the new Batman vs Superman. Pictures that were from Empire magazine. I'm a little outdated on comics right now. About a week or two. It was good old Oregon trip.
I can't. If I open up. Sorry about that glitch, guys, in the Matrix there. Interference with the background went black. What's up, Garth? How you doing, man? Well, let's see.
How do you... Sorry.
Oh no, what were you gonna say? I don't want to cut you off.
How do you find out what theaters it's playing in?
Oh, for the Goku one?
Yeah.
The one that we're going to is Manteca's the closest. But yeah, all right. Well, I guess we could hit the ground running with Ant-Man. Did you get to see Ant-Man this week?
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
What'd you think?
I loved it. I loved it.
Ant-Man.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you first, man.
I've been a fan of Ant-Man. I read the comics. I was a fan of his. And they did a pretty good adaptation to the second Ant-Man, Scott Lang, which is the main character in the movie now. Well, the guy in the Ant-Man suit. But I love it. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies, if not probably my favorite.
No, they did Paul Rudd made an excellent Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, I love. And well, that's why I liked it so much. Is a lot of these hero movies now have to have like a hint of emo-ness in order to be good, but it's like this one, they took a chance and kind of like not caring what the general population really thought, because with a title called Ant-Man, a lot of people probably went to check it out because it was Marvel.
Yeah.
But there's like all the other ones. It's got emo or have to have all these romantic scenes or sad scenes or crying scenes.
I'm tan. Sorry.
And yeah, it had its little touching moments, but it was mostly action, humor, purpose.
Cool. To answer Colossus' questions, yes. We basically just talk geeky stuff with each other and with you guys. So if there's a topic that's hot that you guys would be interested in discussing, let us know. And yes, Razor, I apologize. You did miss the giveaway on the morning stream. Sorry, back on Ant-Man. I really enjoyed it. Ant-Man was fantastic. It had a lot of... I love the sarcastic humor.
Yeah,
like Paul Rudd was just fantastic, and like we were discussing before, when they first announced that they weren't going with Hank Pym, I was like, what the hell are they doing? But not going by Hank Pym, that was amazing.
You know why I think they kind of did that and didn't go with Hank Pym? Because they weren't sticking to the comic thing, like with going back to Avengers: Age of Ultron. Ultron was originally created by Hank Pym, not Tony Stark
Yeah.
or Hulk. But so I figured, well, my figuring is because they did that, then maybe that's why they kind of went down that route.
No, I think that's pretty. Honestly, they did a real good job, like making. Oh, I'm losing my geek credentials here. I keep calling him Paul Rudd, the actor, and I've already Scott. Is it Scott?
The character?
Yeah.
Lang.
There we go. Thank you. Going with him for this current generation was perfect. Like, he was so relatable that I really enjoyed him.
Yeah.
Razor asks us, what do you guys think about Pixels?
I want to see it.
I want to see it too. I haven't seen it yet. I've been reading nothing but like that it's just this big giant like video game turd with sprinkles on it.
That's people nowadays that want that sappy crap that I was just talking about.
Wait.
Basically, it's probably just a video. It's probably a movie purely about video game action, with none of that. Why are you leaving me?
Thank you for your
we're together
donation.
again, kind of crap.
Happy guy, thank you for the tip, man. That's amazing. I actually should move that. Love every stream. Thanks, man. Got a tip, dude. Happy Guy Incorporated tipped us. And with a comment saying, love every stream.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Well, also, your other comment, how do I become a modder for your awesome channel? Thank you for the compliment. Let's talk mods and stuff in another stream. Today, at this moment, it's all geeky. So let's talk movies, comics, anime. Yeah, Happy Guy, thank you so much for the tip.
Yes, thank you very much.
But yeah, sorry, I got all thrown off. I honestly don't have any plans to see Pixels. I want to see it. I was reading an article, and it was seriously called Adam Sandler's best movie yet, but that's not saying much.
A lot of people talk crap about his movies, but then they all go and see them.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I know there's a lot of people out there like, oh, his movies are this or that. I find his movies funny.
One I just watched was The Cobbler. Did you see The Cobbler on Netflix?
No, I didn't get to see that, but my sister was telling me about it. She was saying that she really liked it. So
I really enjoyed that one too. Definitely recommend, even for you guys hanging out there in Streamland. It was definitely. I mean, if you got Netflix, why not? You're already paying for it. Happy Guy says, I love most Adam Sandler movies. Yeah, I don't really think they're that bad. Like, everybody's always taking a dump on his movies.
Yeah. Jurassic World I thought was awesome.
Oh, Jurassic World was a fantastic return. Colosso.
Ass.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was great.
And then Razors, what about any games that are coming? We normally, there's quite a few games. I'll pull up a list after we kind of go through the cycle of topics. Well, heck, since you're on the topic, Razor, is there any games that you're really looking forward to? Yeah, Jurassic World was just fantastic. It played perfect homage to everything that had happened in the past. Well, I mean, all to the original Jurassic Park. I don't know. Was there any shout outs to Jurassic Parks 2 or 3?
I don't think so. I know the first one, of course. You know, the T Rex, the old building,
Yeah.
the Jeep, but I don't. Not that I can recall.
The Night Vision also was in it from the very first one.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. But
But
I know it's kind of retarded, but I remember sitting there thinking to myself, what a waste of money. All that stuff in there, the Jeep, the goggles. I'm like, that must cost like a lot of money. Yeah, stupid adult paying bill person me.
no, you know that sucks about getting growing older. You start being like, man, you know, somebody purchased that headset and left it in a hurry, and I bet that cost like some poor parent like $120. And they were playing with it, and dinosaurs got out, started eating people, and they just threw it down. And if they made it out, there's just, you know, they didn't get no refunds from Jurassic Park.
Exactly.
It was a catastrophe. Yeah, in Jurassic World, they went back to the old museum. That happened too. Um, I saw the DNA guy. He was on some of the holographic screens in that museum, or like the learning center.
And that's how a dinosaur is made.
Yeah. I didn't. Was there any shout outs to that? You didn't say the magic word. I didn't see it.
I
No.
didn't see any. Well, I don't. There might have been. I didn't see any though. It seemed like, and everybody on the internet was just focused on it was pretty good, and then there was like this big old thing about this dude running away when the pterodactyls are attacking. He's holding those two drinks.
Yeah. Did you see that at Comic Con? There was a cosplayer of him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Somebody actually cosplayed as that guy. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, that was funny.
Colosso loves that the British. Oh, the British caretaker gets eaten by the big fish. You enjoyed her getting taken out, huh? That was a perfectly waste of a good woman.
It was funny though. So she got.
The T-Rex. Yeah, Cal actually is the one that pointed that out to me when because we went to go see the movie together. And at the end of the movie, he was like, "Dude, that was the original T-Rex." I was like, "What?" I didn't even notice the scar.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, "Dinosaur!"
You're like, yes!
I know this dinosaur. He's my favorite.
I know they keep making all these big baddies, but my favorite's still raptors.
Oh yeah, quick, smart. Would have been nice if there was some kind of homage to the clever girl.
Yeah, I like that guy. That guy, he's my favorite in Jurassic Park, the first one.
Yeah,
I liked him.
even like just to find his hat laying around or something. Well, is there anything else that's been happening in the theaters lately? So we haven't seen Pixels. Ant-Man was fantastic. If you guys haven't seen Ant-Man, you guys should. And make sure you stay without spoilers. At the end of the movie, there's a little tidbit, and then at the end of the movie, all the way after the credits, there's a nice Captain America Civil War tease. Razors, what games are coming out? Insurgent. Oh, wait, isn't Insurgent just hitting like Blu-ray? I did see that the Avengers Blu-ray's right around the corner. I guess it's going to have more footage.
That's cool.
Oh, on the topic of movies, is anybody going to go see Fantastic Four? We got 2 weeks until Fantastic Four hits theaters.
I am.
I'm looking forward to that one too. I think that comes out. Actually, that comes out the same day I'll be seeing Dragon Ball Z Battle of F.
And I don't know if we talked about this already or whatever, but what I like about it is, to me, it's new take. Like, if you look at it as it's a superhero movie or a comic movie, then it probably won't be that interesting to you. But if you look at it like I'm looking at it as like a sci-fi movie, then you'll be like, oh, okay, huh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Because that's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like a hero or a comic movie. It feels like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we talked about that, but
Yeah, well, I mean, we were. I mean, on our own time we did. I don't think we talked about it on the last stream, but we were talking about the new Fantastic Four trailer. I don't know if you guys out there in Streamland have seen it, but it starts off with little boys playing around. There's a little kid with glasses, and he is trying to invent a machine that'll take people to another dimension. I have to tell you, when the trailer came on, I leaned forward in my seat and I'm like, what is this? Like, it felt like E.T. It felt like, holy crap, what is this movie? Smart Kids? Some kind of adventure? And then it went to Fantastic Four, and I have to admit, I was like, you marketers, you got me. I'm growing a little bit more interested, especially now that they plan on bringing this new Fantastic Four. I was reading they have plans to merge them with the X-Men.
well, another thing that I think is what getting people turned off about it is people are tired of Hollywood screwing with their characters. But anymore, you gotta just realize they're gonna do what they're gonna do. You can't control it unless you're a bigwig in Hollywood
Yeah.
or bigwig in Marvel. But just try it. Watch the trailer. Don't think of it as a comic or a hero movie. Think of it as a sci-fi, and you'll be like, "Huh, that's pretty interesting." Think of it like where all the heroes. Like instead of thinking, "Oh, all the heroes are gonna make it out," you look at it as sci-fi, going, "Huh, anything could happen." Then it
Yeah.
might grab your attention. Not trying to be a salesperson for the movie or anything, but
No, see, I have to admit that I'm not super excited for it,
oh, I'm not
but
either.
I don't think I can miss it. Especially, I'm not very happy that Fox hasn't joined the Marvel family, cinematic family, but
Yeah, that
I
is really annoying.
I am still interested in, like, what are they going to do? Because now they're like, oh, screw joining the big Marvel Cinematic Universe that's got Sony and Paramount and whatever company is the chick with the torch. Like, there's this huge. All these companies are working together. Ironsgate is another one, and they're making this amazing Marvel Cinematic Universe. And Fox is over here going, yeah, you know what? Like, we're gonna put Fantastic Four with X-Men, and like the best things Fox has going for them is Wolverine and now Deadpool.
See you later, Happy.
Oh, thank you, happy guy. You got to go for the night. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. And thank you again for another generous donation. Happy guy has been such a champ. He helped out so much. Geez, for the last, he's donated every day for the last 3 days to Extra Life. That dude's a freaking hero.
That's awesome.
Thank you, happy guy. Columbia
Yeah.
Pictures has the chick holding the torch. But speaking about heroes, happy guy, you are a hero behind the keyboard, man. Keep up the amazing work.
But yeah, what were you talking about? I just completely blanked.
Fox's own little Marvel Cinematic
Uh,
Universe.
yeah, I think they're being stingy and they're gonna try and see what they can do with their own crossovers before they go, oh, well, alright, let's cave in and go into the rest. But it kind of sucks, really sucks, because Hugh Jackman's not going to be Wolverine anymore. And I really wanted to see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine with the Avengers.
Oh yeah.
I would love for him, like Tony, Robert Downey Jr., to say something and then him just do his, like, Hugh Jackman Wolverine thing, like tell him to shut the hell up kind of thing. It just, yeah.
Yeah, happy guy. If you're still there, man, thank you again for everything, and see you tomorrow. I have to tell you though, out of all of them, I would be what Fox's trump card is Deadpool.
Hmm.
I want to see Deadpool like out of all the Fox movies that are coming. X-Men Apocalypse, I almost feel the same way about that as I do about Fantastic Four. Like, I'll see it, but I'm not like, holy crap, did you see the freaking guy in the Slimer outfit? Like,
Yeah, no, I feel you. Slimer outfit.
I don't know. I don't know what else to call him.
No, yeah, I feel you. But Deadpool, I am looking forward to that big time. Ryan Reynolds is gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it.
In random news, there's a new product out called Shreddies. Underwear that absorbs farts. A company is now selling flatulent filtering underwear. That is underwear that'll absorb your farts.
Jeez.
My biggest question with that is, wow, they're going to cost $30 a pair. But like, does anybody out there watching, or even with us, like, I don't ever think my ass stinks that bad that I have to buy $30 underwear to hide it.
Depends on what you ate the night before.
Sorry, that was just random news. I was trying to look for other highlights to bring up in the stream, and that one popped up, being like, "Hey, all underwear." Yeah, see, here's what I was looking for. They released 3 new images from Deadpool. I wish we can get our glitches working from up working on. These images are pretty cool. One's of Deadpool in his outfit, kind of posing with 2 swords out. Another, he's walking with shaved hair chick. Definitely an X-Men. Got the yellow. He's wearing the black and yellow.
Megasonic Teenage Warhead something.
Yeah. And then there's another pic where it looks like they're at Chuck E. Cheese. Or it shows Ryan Reynolds, but it shows Deadpool before, I'm guessing, the mutilation took place.
Yeah, probably. What? I thought he was gonna be a Green Lantern. I just
Oh,
read some news that Chris Pine was just accepted for Steve Trevor.
really? So he's going to be part of the Wonder Woman universe?
Yeah. For those who don't know, he is the liaison for Wonder Woman to the U.S. government.
That fits, though, but I thought he was going to be Green Lantern.
Well, the big poster thing for Comic Con, one of the things they used was Chris Pine in the Green Lantern outfit, the Hal Jordan suit.
Think it was a
Saying that
misdirection?
it could be. I think he would be a great Hal Jordan. He's got that. He can do that arrogant cockiness thing like he does in Star Trek. As a matter of fact, the Captain Kirk character is kind of like Hal Jordan in the new Star Treks. And yes, for those watching out there, I watch the Star Treks.
The new Star Treks are really good. Enjoyed I enjoyed Star Trek in the old days.
JJ made the new ones like more battle epic.
Oh, what the phone call? Hey, babe? Best Buy. I apologize for that. We bought a new washer and dryer, and it's
Uh,
but yeah. All right. So let's see. We covered movies, and is there anything else in movie news that we could think of, or anybody out there chilling that can think of? Kind of hard. I wish I did see Pixels. Really would have. Yeah, Pixels was, but I haven't seen it.
yeah, I wish I would have seen it too.
All right. Well, did you participate in Comic Book Wednesday this week?
Mm-mm.
No, no, nothing. Read anything interesting in the
Well,
comic
this
universe?
week is
That
tomorrow.
Oh crap! Sorry, last week.
No, I
Oh,
didn't. Wish I
oh.
could have, but no luck. And then tomorrow, I probably won't go down till Thursday to go get some, and then I can read, and then I'll have more knowledge for everybody, so I can share.
I haven't read of any highlights though, or of anything amazing happening in the comic universe. I haven't read of any characters dying.
Well, they're supposed to. I think there's talk. Marvel's talking about relaunching everything again, which is getting old.
Colossal. There. How long until we play games? The talk show is a non-game related stream, and we just chill, man. This is all talking. When we're done chilling, the stream closes completely, and if there's any other game related streams, they will pop up again in your get a notification that goes live. Right now, it's Talk Show Tuesday. This is us chilling, talking about geeky stuff. Is there anything, Colossal, that you would like to talk about geek related? Comics, movies, video games? All right, so besides that, yeah, they were also released some new Batman versus Superman photos. Have you seen those? One's like Soup standing in a dark room, like an abandoned warehouse. There's emo Lex in front of the that I am. Yeah, there's
Yeah, I've seen those. I think that picture is supposed to show like when they start fighting.
Hey, no worries, Colossal. Hey, if you got any geek questions, we talk about geek history and stuff too. There's a character that you would like to know its past, we'll gladly fill you in. And dude, if this isn't for you, man, I will gladly talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Silky.
Hey, Silky Sill, how are you? Oh, here's an article. Hugh Jackman wants your ideas for his final Wolverine movie. Wolverine actor Hugh Jackman took to Twitter to look for ideas for his final Wolverine movie.
Don't let it be your final Wolverine movie.
He tweeted, "My last time putting on the claws. What do you want to happen in words or less? I'll read as many." That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's like, huh. And other also geek news: Netflix and Marvel release plan for Punisher. Netflix and Marvel series plan and Punisher get a Netflix spoke about their plans for the Marvel series because Daredevil took off incredibly successful. We know we would get single seasons of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist before they all teamed up and became contenders. But now that Daredevil has been renewed for a second season, so how do they stagger these?
Well, see, if they were going to make those, they should have made them at the same time as Daredevil. Because now, in season 2 of Daredevil, they're going to introduce Punisher. And people, what I guarantee they're going to eat up Punisher. They're going to love it. And
Punisher's
then
gonna.
they're going to be like, oh, let's make a season of Punisher. And then Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, to be honest with you, I don't really see doing as well as Punisher and Daredevil. Maybe Luke Cage because he's got superhuman strength and he's invulnerable, but that could be costly if they show a lot of his fights where he's getting thrown into something and destroying it. stuff like that. Whereas Daredevil, all he does is acrobatics and fight.
Yeah, right. It says right here that Jessica Jones does not have an exact debut date, but has been announced for a 13 episode series, November or December. Silky, you should write something on his Twitter thing. If we could all work together and like, what would we want to see in the Wolverine movie? I I, I don't know, like Wolverine with his claws, like sold. It's gonna. I don't know what they would could be added. I don't know what
I
I
would
would
like this.
request.
I'd like to see one of Wolverine's villains that I haven't seen in a long time, Omega Red.
Oh man, you read my mind. Omega would be amazing to see.
I would love to see Omega Red. I think that would be really cool.
Colosso asks, "Do you think there's going to be a Minecraft 2?" I don't know. Minecraft is such a cash cow. Why would they ever make a number 2?
I know it's been going on for how long now, and people are still addicted and raving about it.
Minecraft's been out for several years. I mean, it did the whole alpha beta thing. There's people like myself who just bought it for, so that's just never ending.
And wait till they start releasing the stuff on consoles that they have on PC.
Yeah, and with consoles, they're talking about doing mods now too.
That's cool.
At least 10 years, you think, Silky? Wow, wow. Your cousin's been playing Minecraft since he was like 9.
Dang.
Sheesh. Yeah, see, I've always known that it was out, but up until recently, I didn't see the appeal. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything that, Minecraft lovers, but for the longest time, I looked at it like a dumb Lego game. Like, why do I want to put bricks? And then recently, I just, online community and the games that were created with it, quite, Minecraft is an amazing little thing. John Watts, the director set to helm Marvel Sony's upcoming Spider-Man reboot, believes recently cast Tom Holland will be the perfect for the role of web sleep hero.
You know what I liked about the adult-ish Spider-Man is not as much drama, like
Yeah,
save the day kind of thing. Like, okay, yeah, that oh, he's in school, he's a kid, da da da, that's cool. But if they were to actually take from the damn comic book where he's an adult and he is a brilliant scientist, he has a job, it's actually off. It's actually quite good. Uh, it's great before this whole stupid Doc Ock takeover crap in his body, but he's back now. So actually, I haven't read it since he came back and Doc Ock like turned his world upside down. But I would
this
like to see him actually be. It doesn't have to be super old either. At least mid 20s.
young adult. I agree with you. Young adult Spidey is always pretty good because maybe since we grew up with Spider, like our Spider-Man grew up with us, so it's
Mm-hmm.
hard for us to go back. Like, wait, we've watched Peter get married, go through tragedy. Like we've seen Peter grow so much for us to all of a sudden be like, back in high school again. You couldn't pay me to go back to high school. Screw.
Well, I'm just like sick of seeing Peter Parker as a kid or in school. You know,
Yeah.
make him in his mid 20s. You know, working at freaking like a lab. Like, okay, in the comic, he works for oh god, I can't believe I forgot. It's been that long. It's been a year. He worked for science, the big science corporation, and it was awesome. He worked there. He developed tech for the people, but also on the side, he developed it for Spider-Man, aka himself. But kind of like that. Not. Oh, I'm in school. Oh, I got a zit. Oh my god, kind of crap.
Mary Jane's looking at me. My parts are fuzzy.
Exactly. Exactly.
That'll be cool. That's slated for July of 2008. Cosmic comic comic book bliss we live in. It's gonna last for quite some.
Well, he's supposed to be in Cap.
Yeah, see that. Maybe they are gonna do that on purpose so that we could. Maybe they want to test it so we'll shut up. You know, like as not us in general, but like all the fans that are like, yeah, you're changing him again. Maybe they want us to see. Shut up. That's right, Silky. There wasn't always. It was Betty, right? The dark-haired chick. Was it Betty? And then there was also Gwen. I mean,
Yeah, Gwen.
we all know Gwen now thanks to the movies, but I think even before Gwen, wasn't he hot for? I want to say her name was Betty. He worked behind the counter at Jay Jaminson's place. I might be thinking super old, retro, like original Spider-Man.
Well, last time I read the comics, he had split up with Mary Jane again, and again. Then he started dating a cop. Then he broke up with her, and yeah, just a damn tragedy. But yeah, no, I just I'm tired of reboots too.
Yeah,
You
they're,
know, if they really wanted to take it somewhere, and they were really pissed at Andrew Garfield, kick him out and do the James Bond thing. Keep the storyline going, keep the other characters the same, but not this start over again with a new Aunt May, a new this person, a new Uncle Ben thing. And the storyline, I'm just like, I think by now everybody gets how Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man.
see, that's what I'm really curious about it because if they're rebooting it again and they're entering him in this cinematic universe, is there really gonna be a third Spider-Man film in our lifetime that's gonna watch Uncle Ben die?
They just need to, like I said, James Bond it. Every James Bond movie, it's the same storyline. It's just every, like, maybe 3 movies, it's a different guy.
Yeah.
But it's still James Bond.
Oh man, this might just be my inner way, but it might be a little too mature. But wouldn't it be amazing if like the new Spider-Man and they just jumped right into like Venom and Carnage and Anti Venom, just like
That
come
would
with
be
a
awesome.
bang, just like I
Well, I'm hoping they, like everything I'm talking about, I'm hoping that somebody has said that to them in the bigwig company and said, okay, everybody knows how it became. Let's just dive right in. They know it's Spider Man, blah, blah, blah. Then we'll get to down the road of, oh, this is the new Gwen, or this is the new Mary Jane, or this is the new Aunt May, kind of
yeah
like that. Because everybody knows who Mary Jane is, everybody knows Aunt May is, everybody knows who Gwen is, everybody knows who Peter is, and how he became Spot. Oh, he got bit by a spider. Everybody knows. Just I hope they just, like you're saying, just dive right in. Okay, cool, sweet, and then they throw a good Venom in there. I don't know if they'll do Carnage. Might be a little too. Well, it depends. They did him in the cartoon thing, and they kind of toned him down. But if they do him in the movie and he's sadistic,
yeah no he could be terrifying. Can I turn up my audio? I have myself at max Colosso. It's the same audio that's normally running. Silky says, "What do you think of Spider-Man joining in the one of the Avengers movies?"
he is supposed to be in an Avenger movie.
He's supposed to be in Civil War, right? Coming up.
Civil War is not really an Avenger movie; it's a Cap movie. But
Oh, she's talking about
Infinity
like
Wars.
Infinity Wars. Okay.
Yes, I think he. I think they're trying to get him into Infinity Wars.
Do you think the script for Infinity Wars is already out? Like, I mean, we're sitting here contemplating about it. Do you think somewhere in the world they're just like, okay, all this is going to happen in Infinity Wars, but by the time this movie comes out, we need Doc Strange, Black Panther, and Spider Man.
I bet you they probably do have it written, and then as it gets closer to them starting to focus on filming it, they might reread it and do little tweaks here and there to kind of throw in their own little thing of like, oh, this happened in this movie. Let's kind of throw a little Easter egg in there, like Ant-Man. The first freaking few thing it like blew up with everything in there. Like it was making references to, this and that, and then Hank Pym like talking about, oh, you know, I tried keeping it out of the hands of a Stark. I'm not gonna let the Pym particle get back to a Stark. And oh, the Iron Man project or the Iron Man suit. That's a little tinker toy compared to basically the Ant Man suit kind of technology.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, "Oh, the Avengers are probably busy anyways," dropping cities out of skies, kind of like that. They'll like write little tiny things in it. But to be honest with you, I think they've started it.
That's. I'm just. By the time that movie comes out, a part of me is really worried that by the time Infinity Wars is over, like it's just gonna blow our minds so much because if it's two separate movies, and every time a new Avengers comes out, like the first Avengers, like here's 5 superheroes, here's Avengers 2, here's a gabillion superheroes. Here's like then here comes Infinity Wars, and it's gonna be like all the superheroes you love in one place. Like after that, we're all just gonna be like, oh, nothing's ever gonna get any better.
Here is a thing though. Oh wait, crap. Sorry.
Worries. Hi, Kyle Joe. How's it going? Yeah, Silky. Like that's exactly what I meant. Like that we're gonna get so spoiled that after Infinity Wars, any superhero movie that we go and there's not like at least 6 other superheroes that pop in it, we're all just gonna be like, I wanted to see, freaking what superhero will be like, Rocket Raccoon solo film. I don't. And I watched it, and I didn't see any Chris Pratt or Chris Evans or Robert Downey Jr., so it sucked. That's all that I worry about because me already. Every time I go see a Marvel movie, what was the last Marvel movie that came out? There was nothing after the credits. Made me really walked out going, well, that was okay. Like the movie itself was pretty good, but I was upset that there was nothing after the credits. I don't remember which one. Well, even the new Avengers or Age of Ultron, there was that little snip after the statue rotates, but for all of us that waited all the way through the credits, there's nothing.
Back to Infinity Wars. Here's something that's pretty cool. They are the guy that's supposed to get all the Infinity Stones and put him onto and forge it onto the gauntlet
Mm-hmm.
is they're bringing in Magus. And for those who don't know, Magus is evil Adam Warlock.
Oh.
So
Yeah, so
a lot of people are like,
he's good. He was looking up that information he just gave us.
yeah, no, I read it and I was trying to find it. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm all good. No, I read the news and I got excited because it for me, I read comics all my life. And all of these characters, like people don't even know who they are. To me, I'm like, holy shnikes! They're actually bringing this dude on, like Adam Warlock. I never in a million years would have thought they would have brought Adam Warlock on screen.
I didn't even know that. Now you're bringing it up. Wow, maybe that's
I
what's going to
never.
happen. They'll keep bringing out like They'll just keep bringing out all these sub heroes. I think maybe the thing I'm worried is about. Could you imagine, like in 2025, all these they've just gone so grand that all the cheesy comics that hardly any of us read will start popping up on the big screen. It'll be like Wolverine hangs out with Archie and Veronica. Like, I think that's what I'm worried about. Casper and Spider-Man hang out for the day. Like,
well, Adam Warlock he's powerful. He's a pretty powerful dude.
Scooby-Doo helped Captain America beat up Hitler. I don't know.
If I remember correctly, I believe he has superhuman strength, stamina, agility, and what the hell is that? Like oh hell, energy manipulation kind of a thing. Oh, and he can fly. Sorry. Yeah, no, he's pretty powerful. He was created by at least by a couple people, but two of the big wigs are Jack Kirby and Stan Lee.
Oh, nice. Silky Sill brings up, have you guys seen the Loot Crate book that has all the superheroes that didn't make it?
Yes, I have.
That's actually a good time.
I was going to read it, but I got busy, and then I didn't. But I did see it, and it's interesting to me.
Oh, well, let's see. Kyle says Wolverine is one of my least favorite. Too supernatural. It's too stupid in my eyes. So, like, Wolverine feels supernatural? Is it his X factor, the healing ability, that you don't like, Kyle? Well, speaking of Loot Crate, what did everybody think about this month's Loot Crate? I was pretty happy with this one, and actually, I think one of my kids stole mine. Where did my Loot Crate go? I felt like I had it out here to show off.
Loot Crate!
Cal for the save.
I was excited about this guy. And yes, I'm a fan of the cheesy 66 Batman TV show.
Oh, I love that.
I watched it when I was a kid, and I loved it.
Yeah, Adam West. I mean, we wouldn't have what we have today without like the Adam West, the original, like the old Cap and Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
This thing's pretty sick too.
Yes, that's actually one of my favorite things. For those that are not members of Loot Crate, that little gizmo Cal's holding up is pretty awesome. It is a screwdriver on both ends. It's a bottle opener. You could someone with it if you're that kind of person.
Since I have my Loot Crate and dandy, we'll talk about the book.
Right on. Regrettable Superheroes. That book also came with this month's Loot Crate. No, it's the characters like the blue guy. I just think it's stupid. 8. Big. Okay.
Spotlight. The Black Dwarf.
Oh man, wish my kids didn't steal my Loot Crate.
The Bouncer.
Is that a man in a dress?
It looks like a Greek toga.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, pretty much.
Hormone Man, huh? I'm trying to think of the character.
Dr. Vampire.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's the characters like the blue guy. I just think it's like, is the blue guy Beast?
Doll Man.
What a doll. Sorry, I had to.
Even though in the Batman universe, Doll Man is a psycho villain. What blue guy are you talking about? Dynamite Thor?
Yeah, Kyle says it's the characters like the blue guy. I just think it's stupid in my head. Not sure. Because if he's talking X-Men universe, the only blue guy I can think of is Beast.
Oh, not in the book. Not in the book. Okay. Blue guy. Okay, well...
Is he talking about Mr. Manhattan, though, and Watchmen?
There's Nightcrawler.
Crawler. Okay.
He's bluish. Or maybe he's talking about Mystique.
Well, he said guy. Is Mystique manly now?
well, well, turns manly sometimes. I'll deal with this later.
But yeah, no. This did you hear what they announced for next month's Loot Crate? It was villains too.
It's villains number 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. Oh, the other thing that came in this month that I'm actually needing to go to the store. I want to frame the Wonder Woman picture.
Oh yeah, that thing's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's I love that artwork.
For those of you that don't get Loot Crate, this is the artwork he is talking about.
Yeah, she can do it. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yes, I'm talking about you.
Oh, tell her. Look, I'm putting up pinups.
Look, he's showing you what it is, so I don't get in trouble.
No, I'm putting up pinups. Ooh la la. I'm gonna get shot.
Oh, Silky Seal gave it to her mom because she is Wonder Woman. That's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Moms are pretty amazing. I mean, the good ones. Good moms are the modern Wonder Woman. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm really curious what they're gonna put in the villain Loot Crate. But I definitely Loot Crate just gets better and better. I don't think I'll be canceling anytime soon.
No, they have been doing pretty good. I think, especially with this one, I was like, "Holy cow, that's sick!"
Yeah, some Loot Crates are amazing. I'm I haven't. Have you gotten a T-shirt that you've been upset with?
That was the thing that I didn't get this time was a T-shirt.
Yeah, there was no T-shirt, but there was so much. Because I mean, what do we pay? Like $18 a month? Is it something like that? And
no, it's cheaper than that.
Is it cheaper than that?
Yeah.
Because I mean, with the Adam West figurine, the Bat thing, like if you were to buy those at a store, those alone would already have been $25.
Okay, here's a fact. The Adam West figure. It's funny because before that, I get notifications from Big Bad Toy Store, which is they get all this kind of stuff and all that. They actually have Batman the Animated Series, the cartoon one, like that. Superman and Catwoman like that. They go for $20 a piece.
You know, so there we go.
$20 a piece, and we get this for like $13 or $15 a month.
Yeah, Loot Crate is pretty amazing for anybody who doesn't have. I love my Loot Crate. I plan to in the future. Maybe we could do some boxing here on the stream.
You know what? They probably did Silky switch the shirt with the book.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I mean, think about it. If we went to the store, books aren't cheap. That book would have been like $9.99, $15 by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, we really don't have a time frame. We just enjoy each other's company until we run out of topics, man. Let's see. Well, on to collectibles. Let's any cool collectibles, action figures, anything land your way this week?
Yes, sir. Today, my wife got me this for my birthday, but it came in late. But is Batman versus Superman from The Dark Knight Returns.
Thing is pretty.
I love it. It's pretty detailed.
Is Soup grabbing onto the Batman's kryptonite gun?
Yeah. And crushing it.
Oh, Silky says, happy late birthday, Cal.
Thank you very much. And you even got little Carrie Kelly peeking through with the slingshot.
The detail that goes in those things, it's pretty impressive.
But yeah, it's really cool. I was yeah, she's awesome. My wife to me is Wonder Woman by far. She's tough. She's awesome. Always thinking of us. But yeah.
Silky says, and he's crushing it. I think we all know which side Cal is on. You rooting for Superman?
Do you see the chest?
I didn't. We didn't even do this on purpose. I've.
Nope.
I'm wearing the opposite. I got Batman on a freaking vending machine.
No, yeah, I always hated the whole superhero fight superhero, but how often do you get a statue where Superman and Batman are in it? And those two are my favorite characters. So
Oh, those are pretty cool.
to me, it's everybody asks me what side I pick. Are you this side or that side? Or but I always tell them I can't pick because I'm like, well, I like Superman, he's so cool, but then Batman's so cool too, and it's like he's got justifying, he's like doing this, and yeah,
Well, how do you pick a hero over a hero? They're both accomplishing amazing acts. Kind of like, how do you? They're both saving people and doing great things. How do you be like, no, that one's a turd, and that one's like. And hello, Kitsune. Hey, you feeling better, man?
hello.
Going to be silent for a bit. Got to find a crazy knight from Heaven's Sword. Oh, that's right. You asked me a question. I read it with my mind, but I didn't say it out. It was something about pillars. So when we get back, Silky, we'll
Hey,
where are the
hero.
pillars? The pillars are you talk to an NPC in Ishgard. You go inside and talk to it.
What's up, Flesh?
Hey, hero. Welcome, Flesh. How's everybody doing? Fantastic to see you guys. Yeah, Silky, sorry, I answered your question like 57 minutes and 59 seconds late.
She's like, gosh, I already finished that.
I know, I read it too, and I was just kind of like in comic mode. Kitsune, I'm moving around better. Still a little under the weather. I hope you feel better, man. Thank you for taking the time while not feeling well to stop by. Flesh, we completely understand. Just thank you for stopping by now. And kids, dude, we both get how kids are. Kids don't care what is on your schedule. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go outside and check the mail, and the kids are like, no, you're not. You're gonna go clean the bathroom because I just colored the walls. Oh no, Flesh. I don't think are we anywhere close to ending. We've talked about movies, comics, and toys. That's all we've talked about so far. But if there's any topics that you guys would like to, bring up, let us know. Oh, for everyone to know that's watching, this amazing looking, woo. Anyways, all this, the overlay that you see was designed by Kitsune. I think it looks amazing. The font really pops out, and one thumb, two thumbs, and a foot. No. Kitsune, it's pretty cool.
All the look around.
Oh, right. Flesh says, if we haven't covered it yet, how do we kill Wolverine? The only thing that we talked about Wolverine so far, Flesh, is that Hugh Jackman tweeted out, what would we like to see in his final? How do we kill him on the big screen? Right? Is that how you're asking, Flesh?
Well, in the comic, they killed Wolverine by him being saturated in adamantium metal. And this just happened 4 or 5 months ago. I just ruined it for people who, well, not everybody reads comics. So.
Oh, I mean, see, that's the thing about knowing comics is it's not really spoiling it, Silky. It's contemplating, like, what is going to happen.
Well, he went to this facility and something happened to, yeah, something happened to his ability and I think he basically lost his healing factor and every time his claws came out and then went back in, he didn't take into account of like all the diseases that were on him, the bacteria that was on him, because his healing factor kicked in and it would take care of it. Well, he didn't have his healing factor anymore, so he was dying from all the gunk and crap over the hundreds of years he's been alive. And then he went to this huge, like factory like thing where this guy was, I think, trying to recreate him or something like that. And he ended up destroying it all, and by doing that, all the adamantium that was superheated and in liquid form poured all over him as he was just kind of, you know, how you sit on your feet on your knees, kind of like that, and he's just drenched in adamantium metal.
Hey, Abstract, how you been, man? Thank you for joining the channel. But yes, like, so how do we? I don't know, Flash Squirrel Girl killing him. uh, one of the only things I could think of, though, is, you know, it is Hollywood. There is a chance that we may think he dies, and then towards the end of the credits, you see like really old man barn somewhere. Doesn't he get to live like too ridiculous? How long does
Here
Wolverine
is
get to?
here is one of the panels in the comic.
Oh, is that him all covered with it?
Uh huh.
Huh. So they just solidify him in that crap.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know how they're gonna. I'm sure he'll come back, but I don't know how they're gonna bring him back. Here is the very last panel. So spoilers for everybody that's in the chat right now. The very last panel of the death of Wolverine.
So he just turns into a statue, huh?
Pretty much.
Thing with endings like
Adamantium
that
statue.
too, they kind of just leave it up to us. Like, what if there's some way to, I demand, like, yeah, I don't. How do you even take that crap off of him? Supposed to be indestructible, right?
Once you get it in liquid, when it's in raw form, you can liquidate it. But supposedly in the comics, once you liquidate it and it cools off and it's done, that's it. It doesn't it doesn't break unless you have superheated adamantium metal already and you slice it with that. But I don't know how you're gonna get it off without slicing him in half.
I that is that poopy.
I guess I could peel it right off of him and takes his skin. He has his ability still.
When is the next Wolverine movie due out? Because
I
I
don't know.
I mean, if Hugh's talking about it already, is that something we're gonna get next year? I mean, like, so this year we get Fantastic Four and X-Men, and then maybe next year we get Deadpool and Wolverine.
Possibly.
That'd
But
be
they always
interesting to
like to
see.
do summer releases, so I don't know. Well, they can finish it by December if they start filming within a month.
Oh
And then
wait,
editing and all that. They can get it out by this coming summer.
yeah, Kitsune, there is the end of Wolverine movie in the works, and Hugh Jackman has been tweeting like crazy that it is the last time he'll put on the claws. But on a side note, it's kind of comic booky. But has anybody been watching Sense8 on Netflix?
No, I've been meaning to check it out, but I haven't.
I recommend. I really I don't know if it's based on a comic book, but by the Matrix brothers, the Wachowski brothers or Wachowskis or whatever. They direct
Oh,
it and pretty good.
oh, that's cool.
Just a random topic. If anybody else has got into the Sense8 lately. Oh, here's another report that just came up that's comic booky and even X-Men ish. Gambit, Channing Tatum's deal is reportedly falling apart. Tatum is planning to leave the X-Men spin-off film.
I read about that.
At this stage, Gambit was supposed to hit theaters October 7th of next year. Wow, it was supposed to start filming in October. The Rise of the Planet Apes director was supposed to do it, but rumor is that it's becoming allegedly in danger of falling apart. So anybody that wanted to see Tatum tits as Gambam, but Tatum's in that like those Mike movies, right?
Yeah.
Fox and Tatum have yet to comment on the match, but we all know how reporters know. Good Gambit is Creo.
Okay, that's interesting. The Ghostbusters movie that's coming out with the all-female cast is not a reboot. They're classifying it as Ghostbusters 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know
They
Murray and Aykroyd are supposed to pop back in, right?
huh.
Say his name right?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's in it, Bill Murray. Okay, so I don't know.
Well, is anybody excited for the new Ghostbusters? I'm really curious, and I have to admit that even my wife is she's pretty curious about it herself. Ever since she saw Melissa McCarthy was in it. Oh God, we got to go see that, babe. I'm looking at her, dragging you to all these. Flesh. Oh, you are not. Any certain reasons, Flesh? Is it the nightmares that they've gone through to bring this picture out? Is it cast? I don't know anything about the story. Every time I see a picture, it's a bunch of like women that like they just got done. Well, I don't know how else to describe it. You know, they're all in their baggy outfits and such. Yeah, is there any certain reason you're not? Oh, they not using any. Aren't they supposed to have cameos? Well, and I know two Egon's no longer.
Okay, now I'm reading something else. Now it's not. It is a reboot. Aykroyd is supposed to make an appearance. He posted it on Twitter. It's just like a little cameo thing.
I hope they don't ruin it, but it's hard not to
Well,
believe. Like I'm with
they
Flesh. It's kind of like
they they are doing what Marvel and DC do. How they have different universes is what I was reading about from the directors and everybody else, so they can appease everybody. And they're doing the whole different realmish kind of thing. Like there's still going to be boy Ghostbusters. Like this is a different kind of world, like Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 22. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Kind of like that. Like this is the world where the Ghostbusters are women, and then Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and all them, theirs was a different world, a different version of the Earth, kind of thing, is what they were saying. because they were getting a lot of backlash for women Ghostbusters. And I don't necessarily think it's the whole women part. I think it's because, once again, they're changing characters that people grew to love.
So these characters are gonna have the same names as the original dudes.
I don't think so. I think it's okay. It's like here you go. DC is Earth Zero, Superman is Kal El. Earth One, Superman is Kal El. Earth Two, Superman is oh god, what's his name? Zal or Zor
Oh,
something.
Emma Stone. He said the magic words. I mean, no.
But it's like that kind of a thing. Like, I mean, if they do keep them as the same names, like the Ray character is probably short for like Rachel or something.
Sorry.
Like, and be like, hey Pete, Patricia. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I just hope it. I think it'll be funny. As long as they don't, make too many changes. I don't really care for the Ecto One. Have you seen pictures of the Ecto One?
I is it the station wagon one? Was that the real one, or is that a joke?
It's no, that's it. The '80s Hearst, where it looks like a station wagon almost.
Yeah.
That's the Ecto One. You know, like I said, I'm all okay. If I think to sort of please fans, what would have been a better blow to them not using the original guys as going busting ghosts is if they use the original cast, but instead of being the guys that go out in the field, they're the guys that are back at the office, kind of like giving the advice kind of thing. And they use the same Ecto One and the same proton packs because the proton packs. Have you seen those too?
No, you guys are letting me know a whole lot more than I'm aware of.
It looks like something that was thrown together in an alley in New York.
Oh boy.
Here.
But yeah, it does seem like it's going to turn out to be a comedy, which
That's the new proton pack. Doesn't look like high tech, like it was built by a scientist or anything.
so
Just looks like something that was thrown together.
I happen to know a real Ghostbuster. I would like to know what he. Oh, look at that mess. Flesh is a real Ghostbuster. No lie. He could tell you more details if you want, but he is a real Ghostbuster. Look at that mess. Why? You guys feel like this is a movie that somebody really wanted to happen? Then halfway through, and they're like, "We shouldn't do this." Somebody with money came up and it's like, "We're finishing this. We started it." Oh, you're taking the high ground?
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not a fan of the proton pack. Not a fan of the Ecto One. I believe all the girls that are playing. Well, I don't know much about the blonde chick or the one that's the Winston character, but Melissa McCarthy and oh my god, why is her name dodging me? They're really funny. I think they can do it. Plus, Miss Melissa McCarthy can do serious pretty good too.
Disney,
So
Disney. Oh, I was gonna. Flesh said Disney bought it, not Disney. Sorry, I was gonna say, like, what doesn't Disney own next? Pretty soon Mickey's gonna high five Iron Man and Jedi's, and now the Ghostbusters and the Power Rangers, and
just I'm not a like I said, they probably would have won more fans over, like, because there's still fans that are angry. They probably would have won more over if they would have just kind of, okay, these guys are up there in age now. It's time for them to kind of just sit in the back, be the
Yeah.
guys that run the office, kind of a thing.
Welcome
And
back,
these are the
Colossal.
people that are taking over. Or hell, do it like an origin story. Show the old guys training them, the new girls.
Yeah.
Like show them out on like a ghost busting job, and then doing this, and then freaking out because it's their first time busting ghosts with the originals, and the original guys are freaking out, kind of a thing.
Oh,
Sort of like that.
so they had to rewrite. The original screenplay was leaked. Um, was the leaked screenplay any good? Is that what? Oh, the origin story was the first screen. So it sounds like they were going the right way. Now it's just kind of like they got to make it anyways, huh? Well, that's crap. I guess I see. Let's see. We've gone passing the bummer.
Yeah, that would be awesome if they did that. I mean, hell, you can even still keep the old guys around just as that, like, when shit goes. When sorry, because there are kids on here. When
There's shit all you want.
stuff goes, when shit goes Ari, they're like, oh my god, what do we do? I don't know. Call Venkman or Ray, kind of a thing, as they're fighting, and then, kind of like the fatherish figures that they
Yeah,
go to for,
and
advice.
give us fanboys. That's what we're really going for. No offense to
Not
the new Ghostbusters, but like I know for me, since we all care for the originals, that's all that I ever want when I see in like these things is give me kind of a clue of how these characters have decades have passed in reality, decades have passed for them. It'd be nice to know if did they give up, are they still ghostbusting? What have they been doing? One of the biggest questions that I would have loved. I still hope they answer it in this movie. Like, and maybe that's what the cameos kind of throwing us off with all this garbage.
Well, what really would be cool is, okay, say the first 5 minutes of the movie starts as the three original guys because the guy that played Egon passed away, sadly. But, the three original guys, they're on a ghost busting thing going on. Oh, they're fighting, and then they finally beat it, but like by the hair, on their chinny chin chin kind of a thing. And they just sit there and go, we got to get some new people to do this. We can't really do this anymore. We're getting too basically the whole Danny Glover leave the weapon thing. We're getting too old for this shit, kind of a
Yeah,
thing. And then it goes, and then it shows, the girls popping in, and and make them make the original guys not the main characters, but the back characters. The guys that are just there like every once in a while, and the girls are the main characters, and then just kind of go from there and there.
oh, so Ernie Hudson came to the con, and that's pretty awesome. I've seen Ernie
When
Hudson in a lot.
and
Seen he was on Comic Book Men. I don't know if anybody watches Comic Book, but I've been seeing him like guest on a lot of things. He's actually he's a character too, also on Netflix. Not comic related, but Frankie, Grace and Frankie. Watch with my wife. I popped up and he gets around. Cool. Let's guess before we move on to the next topic, does anybody have anything left to we've gone through comics, collectibles, toys, movies. Anything else about those topics before we move on to video games? As for games, have you been playing anything this week, Cal? Any time for any game?
I hate to say it, but I've not played anything since Batman.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a bad thing.
I have been busy around here.
I know Hero and Silky have been working like crazy on Final Fantasy 14. They're all let's see, Hero's almost to Heaven Sword and Silky is in Heaven. As for me, man, I'm hooked on Arc. Arc is fantastic. We started on a new server yesterday. Oh, there's Silky and Hero. Yep. Final Fantasy 14 for the win. Oh, Silky just got her black choco. Congrats, Silky. But yeah,
Awesome.
I just started playing well, you've seen me doing it for probably the last few weeks, Cal, but we started on a new server on Flesh Cleaver's server, and we're starting from scratch. It's been kind of fun. There's 4 of us all on that server versus the server I used to play on by myself.
For Ark?
For Arc, yeah. It's a pretty badass game. That's all I really have to report. Video games. I'm looking forward to Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. That one's supposed to be hitting PlayStation 4 sometime. I don't know if anybody else is. Are there any games anybody's excited for? Excited for?
I am excited for. I don't know if it came out because I haven't kept up with games, but Uncharted, the new Uncharted.
Oh, Uncharted 4?
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Oh, Hero, how about that Minecraft? Yeah, we have been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. I don't know if you saw the last Minecraft Monday, Cal. We have been actually Happy Guy. You know he had to go, but Happy Guy has been taking us on tours of public Minecraft servers.
Hmm.
I know it's new for me, and probably old news for Minecraft players for generations. But dude, it is huge. They've taken us to servers where they play paintball, where they play skyblock, where it's basically spawn on a block in the sky and you survive. Called Sky Wars, where you drop out of the sky and you have to kill each other. It's pretty huge, dude. Like I could see why Minecraft has such the community. Here I am jumping in these worlds with these people, and they're like, "How do you not know what to do?" Sorry, I've been playing other games for the last 10 years. My bad. Nothing against Minecraft, but I just, all of that stuff that I was doing, that's not in the public eye. Doki can't wait for Uncharted 4. I have not played Lego World. I was curious about that. I saw that on Steam Flesh for $14 and or Subnautica, not what's that one? I have not played Subnautica. I know, let's see. Today Life is Strange out in Plus Plus came out. Trying to see at all the games that hit the market today. I guess Never Alone got its first DLC. Sword Art Online hit PS4 for those that love playing games. Game that hit iPhone today called Happy Donuts.
Happy donuts.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. Oh, you know what? We are getting closer to Rare Replay. That's August 4th. I know a lot of people are excited for that one. The sub is a water survival game. Kind of like Ark, but you are alone. Oh. You survive underwater? Like under the sea? Oh,
You know what? I'll be right back. One sec. Screw it. I'll bring it on next time.
Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the final chapter is out. Well, oh no, finish this. Other than that, I don't know if anybody else is excited, but Goat Simulator hits PlayStation 4 next week. Whoa. Pre-orders? Anyone? No?
What is? What is?
Goat Simulator? Zoe loves the Goat game. But no, August 11th, everybody's gone to the Rapture. I can't wait. That's what I'm looking forward to that's coming up.
I will be heading back on to Minecraft, or not Minecraft. Stupid. Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, yeah? You plan on jumping back on the 14 with us? You're
Yeah.
close. Didn't you leave off at like 38?
Yes. The gym is pretty much done. Well, not done. It should be done within a week or two, and then once that's done, I'm taking a break for a while.
Nice. Flesh says no on Goat. It's funny, but I can't. You know what, Flesh? I bought it on a Steam sale, and I could. Zoe. Because it is. It's funny. You know, like she went into a sewer the other day and she found turtles. But that's August 11th, so I'm a little ahead of myself. That is 2 weeks from today. And yeah. Well, I guess on to. Oh, is my mic going out? Are we having mic issues?
Are we?
Yeah, let me know if. Oh, so my mic is glitching out tonight.
Huh. How will be?
Dang. Hey, happy guy, welcome back. You have Goat Simulator on stream. Oh, right on. Yeah, dude, happy. I definitely need to get back to you on the Minecraft server. That could be would be a lot of fun. So I didn't forget, happy guy. Am I still cutting in and out now? Like, are you hearing it on your end, Cal, or is it just coming through the stream that way?
I think it's just coming through the stream because I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, bummer. We're having some technical difficulties. That is weird. I apologize for that. Maybe I'll stop sitting here and touching my. Probably doing it to myself. It's I sit here and I know this sounds horrible, but you all know I'm Portuguese, so when I talk, it's just instinct for my hands to like dance in the sky.
Yes.
So that you.
People are like, hey, when we go to, we're coming back over here, and then you just gotta.
I do it horribly. So what I secretly do is I keep my hands busy below the camera. That sounds horrible too. I know. But I sit there and I'm trying to just. I shouldn't. Yeah. But night, happy guy. Thank you for popping back in. Oh, no worries, Kitsune. I know you're not feeling well, man. But so that's the mic is probably my fault. I'm over here like pulling on cords and all. I kid you not. I've most of the stream I've been breaking my pen. I have to keep my hands busy. In my G.
Yep.
The last topic of our nerd stream. Has the kids done anything nerdy this week? Anything that the little ones have really popped out and was just surprised us with dorkies?
Trying to think. Oh man, can't think of anything.
I don't have much to report to. Zoe is still Zoe, and as we speak, she's the reason why the green screen. Yeah, Emma is completely obsessed with Minecraft videos. Really, all I have to report. Anybody's kids do anything really dorky this week? 'Cause, yeah, other than that, oh, your kids started to tell you why specific dinosaurs are cool. Like, what's the coolest dinosaur in kids' eyes? And your son loves Minecraft videos too. Oh God, Emma will not be watching Minecraft. I can't wait for school to start just because I want her to turn off YouTube. Your dog has bitten holes in two of your dresses. Dog's so mean to dresses.
Does not like them.
But yeah, everybody, we've hit the half-hour mark. So or half hour, hour and a half. Is there anything else? This is closing thoughts, kind of a spiel. This is where we leave it up to you guys. We kind of do it the whole entire stream, but oh, the Ankleo is the best. And so he thinks they are the best. Hey, they got those spikes. And they chew your dresses when you go to work.
Liam, Logan, I was getting Liam out of the car, and Logan was kind of bugging him, like going ha 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 kind of thing. Liam goes, bam, right in his face. He goes, yeah.
And for no reason.
No, because Logan was bothering him, and I started laughing my ass off. I said he shouldn't bug him. He was antagonizing him, like picking on him, whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of teasing him, not really picking on him. And then Liam's, because Logan was all, and Liam's all, yeah. Cocked back and karate chopped him right in the face.
Little Batman skills.
Yes. Well, that's all he ever wears. Batman this, Batman that. Now I'm gonna go watch Ghostbusters. Sorry, I did the whole squirrel thing, but I have a Ghostbusters emblem right here. And I was thinking about how Liam loves it, and then he also likes Ghostbusters. He doesn't
Nice.
really care for scary movies, and except for the first time. You remember where in the first one where um, the library ghost, the librarian.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time he gets scared in it. But other than that, he really likes it.
Well, you know what? That might be a good question to ask everybody. Before we close out the stream, what's everybody's favorite Ghostbuster? Was it one or two? Can't pick. Anybody got a favorite?
I love them both. That's just me, though. I love them both.
They both have so many iconic memories. Growing Up, 2 is my favorite. 2's the Marshmallow Man, right? Or no? No, that was 1. Was 1... Hero says both. Growing Up, it was the one with the Stay Puff. Stay Puff, I love that movie because there was Slimer and there was marshmallows, and I'm a sugar junkie, so I loved them both.
That would be number 1.
That was number 1. So Ghostbusters 2 is the best, but Ghostbusters 1 was...
Ghostbusters 2 was Statue of Liberty Comes to Life.
Ah, okay. I know 2 got creepier because that's where they go in the sewer with the plasma, and it gets the baby and the demonic painting and all that.
Yeah, I love that scene when they go in the sewer. It's it's Egon, Ray, and Winston walking, and then all of a sudden the train comes. But then again, my 2 favorite characters are Ray and Winston.
I built a slime blower for my costume. Dude, Flash, that's so sick.
That is pretty sick.
We gotta figure out what con you're going to next, man, and I gotta try to show up there.
I actually was gonna try and build a proton pack, not like a real one, but just a prop cosplay. I think it'd be cool to have a proton pack in my collection.
Egon is Flesh's face. I would have to. I would definitely. I'd have to agree. Egon was I like. I mean, that's like going with the Ninja Turtles. The the intellect. Well, see, it's Donnie and Leo, the leader types. Did any of you see the Minecraft roller coaster on YouTube of Ghostbusters? No, I haven't.
Will do, Flesh. I will do. I will have fun doing it. Oh yeah, no, I don't know any forums for the Ghostbusters for building them, but I don't know if you ever heard of the RPF. It's where I usually go for like checking out the community for prop building. But yeah, no. If you have any tips on where I can get like a starter kit or get tips from people, then yeah, that'd be much appreciated. And then once I'm finished, I'll show it on here.
Nice. Well, yeah. I mean, so before we go for the night, guys, until we come back next week, anything else? Any topics? Don't like to leave you guys feeling like we missed anything or skipped a comment. Anything? Let us know. This is we leave the last few of the stream all about whatever anybody wants to talk about. Feel free to throw it out there.
Yeah, that'd be great, Flesh.
Flesh is a real cool dude. As you can see, Flesh earned his sword today. What is Cal's streaming name? Stream name? Oh, like as of, does Cal have his own Twitch page? Is that what you're asking? Because when Cal hangs out with us, he is Cal Wayne, and when he types in the chat, you see Cal Wayne.
Halloween.
Oh, so yeah, Cal, we're being asked if you have your own Twitch page and do you stream?
No, I didn't even know about Twitch until the good Sir Vazio here started doing it and doing all this extra life stuff. So I've been doing this with him. And it's been a while since I've been able to stream with him while playing games, but things are starting to settle down now.